Imagine the scene on Mount Carmel. Fire has just fallen from heaven, consuming the sacrifice, the altar, and even the water in the trench. The people who were once wavering now fall on their faces, shouting in unison, "The Lord, He is God. The Lord, He is God." The spiritual battle has been won. God has revealed Himself in a way no one could deny. But the story doesn't end there. With the crowd now firmly on God's side, Elijah issues a chilling command. Seize the prophets of Baal. Don't let a single one escape. All 450 of them. The very men who had led Israel astray, who had served a powerless idol and reveled in spiritual darkness, are now captured. Elijah leads them down from the mountain to the Kishon Valley, and there they are put to death. Now, this can be a difficult passage to read. It sounds harsh, even brutal, to our modern ears. Was this just an act of personal vengeance by Elijah? A moment of getting carried away in the heat of victory? The answer is a clear no. To understand this, we have to remember the context of ancient Israel. Israel was not just a nation, it was a theocracy, a nation in a unique covenant relationship with God. Their law, given through Moses, was not just civil law, it was divine law. And according to that law, in Deuteronomy 13 and 17, the penalty for idolatry and for leading others into idolatry was death. It was considered spiritual treason, an act of rebellion against the one true King of Israel. These prophets of Baal weren't just practicing a different religion quietly. They were actively leading the entire nation away from the God who had rescued them and made a covenant with them. Their influence was corrupting the heart and soul of Israel. Elijah, as God's prophet, wasn't acting on his own authority. He was carrying out the sentence prescribed by God's own law. He was the instrument of divine justice. What happened in the Kishon Valley was a direct consequence of what happened on Mount Carmel. First came the revelation of God's power and holiness, and then came the judgment on those who actively opposed Him and led His people into rebellion. It's a stark reminder that while God is incredibly merciful and patient, He is also perfectly just. He will not allow evil and rebellion to go unchecked forever. This event purified the land, removing the cancerous influence of Baal worship and clearing the way for Israel to return to their true God. It teaches us that authentic revival often requires not just a turning to God, but also a turning away from and a decisive removal of the things that pull us away from Him. Thanks for watching. If this has given you something to think about, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the scriptures.